I'd literally get hit twice and have to waste a med pack. Then I'd use a plasmid twice and I have to use a freaking Eve syringe to restore it. That's why I was cursing so much, because that's bullshit.
Oh, I don't know too much about Bioshock, but I suppose that would be a bad thing if you're wasting supplies that is unnecessary.
You use Eve to use your plasmid, like the electric stuff, the incinerate, the ice, basically all your powers. Those are plasmids, and you need the Eve syringes in order to restore it. Each time you use a plasmid, like electro bolt or whatever, your blue meter goes down, and as soon as that blue meter is depleted, you have to use a syringe in order to get it back. I'd literally only use electro bolt twice, and I'd have to use a freaking syringe. And it's bullshit. Same with being hit twice and having to waste a freaking med pack. Twice. Now, I wouldn't mind, like, maybe 4 times or whatever, the beginning of the game, basically, but twice, and only at the beginning of the game, it's fucking bullshit. Can't imagine how fucking gay it's gonna be later in the game. It's gonna be pure bullshit, that's what it's probably gonna be. Fucking bullshit.
Well, there's always bullshit around, so, that's expected.
I'm expecting it to be bullshit, just not this early in the game and this fucking much. It's bullcrap. At least do it when I have a couple plasmids and some tonics. Not at the fucking beginning of the game before I even fucking have anything. The tonics, unlike the plasmids, like augment your abilities. You equip them and they give you special, we'll call them abilities. Like, for example, there's one called Speedy Hacker. It lets you hack things a lot quicker.
Resident Evil.
No,
Like
Bioshock.
safes, security cameras, and things.
Yeah, that was stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice going.
What the hell?
I threw a grenade too early. That was like my bad.
I'm pretty sure the executioner thought it was a good idea. He's the one that got to axe you.
Well, I'm sure he enjoyed himself.
Well, I'm sure he did right up until the point where he got shot in the head with a magnum.
Yeah, I'm sure that part sucked for him too.
That was probably the part where it just all went to hell.
Uh-huh. He burns. should you want?
At least I know the final boss fight will be easy. Regardless of the difficulty. Unless you get some hidden powers that suddenly comes out in the harder difficulties. All he does is shoot fire at me and charge me. You know what I've killed him with? Napalm. Apparently he's not immune to what he uses to kill people with.
Well, not everyone is. Just because someone uses a flamethrower doesn't mean they're going to be immune to fire.
It wasn't a flamethrower, he was literally like shooting it out of himself.
Well, look at
And it looks like a volcano.
Well, look at the example of I saw that. The example of the executioners from Lost in Nightmares. Bastard.
I saw that.
I hope you did. Because now I get to hit you because you lost me some health.
Nope.
I just healed. That's a waste.